Hello, my boils, my ghouls, and my azools. So today we're talking about something that we don't normally talk about, and I mention that every time we talk about them, an AR. We're actually really more talking about a round. We don't talk about ammo too much on this channel. There's not a ton of different calibers with AKs, so we're mainly talking about 7.62 by 3.9, 5.45 by 3.9, and 2.23 or 5.56. That's normally what we're talking about. Now, we're not shooting an AK today, we're actually shooting an AR, but this is a round I've never got to try before, so I, wanted to talk about it a little bit, give my initial impressions of it, because I find it pretty interesting, and got to be honest with you, I'd like to see some AKs chambered in this. Now, this is a 6.8 SPC. A 6.8 SPC was developed by a gunsmith with the U.S. military and the U.S. Army marksmanship program. So the point of it was to provide better lethality at the distances they were fighting at. It was looking to, they were looking to adopt it, did some obvious field testing. And unfortunately, when it heated up in Afghanistan and they found themselves fighting more mountain to mountain, they found the round was ineffective at the distances they were fighting at. So essentially, great round for close quarter battle, within 300 yards. But once you start stretching past, I can't actually, off the top of my head, especially being new to the round, go on and on about the ballistics and everything. I did read up on them, but as I could see, it's not dissimilar to the lethality of 7.62 by 3.9 at the distances, but as far as the actual lethality of this round, it is a more lethal round than 7.62 by 3.9. Pretty interesting. Very interesting. So you may have heard a variety of calibers coming out in the past few years. 6.8 being one of them, 8.6 being a very popular round right now. The point of these is actually to be shot out of short barrel rifles and provide similar lethality at those distances out of short barrel rifles. So I think that's pretty interesting, especially with a channel that covers as many SBRs as we do. But I would honestly love to see some AKs chambered in this and see how it is, because it seems almost made for it. Look at the round. It damn near looks like a really aggressive 7.62 by 3.9. It really does. As far as the magazines themselves, they fit into standard 5.56 AR lowers, and it's one of these guys. So actually put into the gun, it looks like a 7.62 by 3.9 AR. Pretty interesting, very interesting. Reminds me of the Ukrainian WAC-47, which is their domestically produced 7.62 by 3.9 AR. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This is actually a customer's gun. We needed to do some function testing on it, but I'm like, hey man, never talked about 6.8 SPC. I never even shot the shit, so let's film it. Why not? So the issue with this thing, I gotta be honest, I don't know if I have the correct buffer weights or anything in there. That's not really the point to rapid fire. The actual point of the function test was just to see if the guy's gas block is actually holding fucking gas, because his I think he tried to do the dimples himself with a hand drill or something. The dimples are mangled, so the gas block was actually just, when it came in, the gas block was actually just turned all the way to the side. And he's like, why isn't this functioning? And I'm like, well, it's probably because your, gas block is all the way turned and your freaking gas tube is just like veering off. He bent it, man. So, well, interesting. Just an interesting, I couldn't really figure out what this guy, his deal was. Another weird thing about the gun, it's not even threaded. So I'm not really sure what he was going for with this. Pretty interesting, but we did at least, correct the issue with the gas tube, or excuse me, the gas block, and we're trying to see if those dimples will hold. So this is that function check just to see if those dimples hold. So really, I'm not trying to rapid fire with it and get like 20,000 mags out of it. So even if I have to go single shot because of the buffer weight, not a huge deal. I'm just trying to see if the gas block's actually holding on there. Now, as far as the adoption of this round, just a little more history on it. It actually was adopted by the Jordanian military, so I think that's pretty interesting. The DEA did authorize agents to purchase, not as issued guns, they allowed them to purchase 6.8 uppers as a alternative to their currently issued 5.56 guns. So, unfortunately, with the lethality of this thing, heads up, the DEA can buy this on their own and they can use it against you. That sucks. So I figure why drag this out? It's not like I'm a genius in this round. I'm not AR guy, so I can't go on and on and on. I didn't even give the best explanation of what was going on with the guy's rifle other than his fucking gas block was turned and his dimples were fucked up. But, I do work on ARs, so, maybe one of these days I should probably get the proper language for it at some point. But anyhow, let me put on my safety glasses here. These are, I look like I'm balling in the 80s with these guys. And get some ears on. And let's give her a whirl. I'd say it works. So, as far as recoil goes, that was actually pretty cool. It does not have a whole lot of recoil. That's pretty neat. Loud ass round without that muzzle brake on there, or a flash hider or something like that, man. But again, it was meant to be shot out of a short barrel rifle and probably suppressed. It's a military round, but that was pretty cool. I would definitely love to see an AK chambered in that. I would love to feel that out of a piston gun. But, it's an AR round, so we'll have to see if anybody actually wants to do something like that. At least with the magazine curvature, you could likely fit this into 7.62 by 3.9 magazines, probably. But I don't know, maybe it's something we're going to have to experiment with in the future as we build some more guns. As, I think I've explained, I'm a bit new to building, so having fun doing it. And maybe that's a project for the future, a 6.8 gun. Fuck yeah. So, without further ado, sorry this wasn't the best episode. It is what it is. I just wanted to check this thing out on camera, but I admit, not the most interesting thing. Maybe you have experience with this round. I do not, so let's see. Let's see the comments. But I'm certainly curious what people think of this round, if they have experience with it, and do a little research on it. It's a pretty cool round. I like it. Just those few shots I just took, those are the only 6.8 shots I've ever taken, and I liked it. So I guess it's kind of a redneck episode today. It is what it is. So like I said, without further ado, y'all be safe, have fun, do stupid.